The Golden State Warriors believe they were this close to a real title shot this year, and they might not be wrong. A healthy Stephen Curry alongside Jimmy Butler was a potent duo. But to truly bridge the gap to teams like the hypothetically champion OKC Thunder, they need more. Could Jonathan Kuminga be that more? The problem is Kuminga, a restricted free agent, might want a role the Warriors aren't prepared to give him. Kuminga's ambitions versus Warriors' needs. According to The Athletic, Kuminga has long dreamed of being a star wing, capable of driving an offense and leading a team. He's training for that, stating, "That's what I've been thinking about. I feel like I got to the point where that has to be my priority, to just be one of the guys that the team relies on, aiming to be an all-star multiple times, aiming to be great. Wherever I'm at, it doesn't matter if it's the Warriors or somewhere else. That's something that I want." One thing seems clear. Kuminga likely won't get that lead star chance with the Warriors, especially under Steve Kerr, who even benched in the playoffs until Curry's injury forced him back. While Kuminga then exploded for nearly 25 points per game on 55% shooting against Minnesota, showcasing his tantalizing potential. It was another sporadic glimpse. The debate rages. Did Kerr not allow Kuminga to develop consistently? Or, with Curry on the roster, was Kerr's hand forced? After Butler became the clear second scorer, Kuminga, if not providing supercharged complementary skills, rebounding, defense cutting, seemingly became a tough fit in an already space-challenged lineup. Looking ahead, it doesn't seem Kuminga wants to be a supporting player. Even if Kerr has publicly stated he'd use a Curry, Butler, Draymond, Kuminga quartet more if Kuminga returns, he'd still be, at best, a co-star. The sign-and-trade dilemma and the Derrick White solution. So what do the Warriors do? A sign-and-trade is the obvious answer, but it's complicated by CBA rules. Essentially, the Warriors can only take back about 50% of Kuminga's new first-year salary, estimated around $30 million, for matching purposes. That means they could bring back a player, making around $18 million. That's not nothing, but it's not a game-changing star. And with a player like Boston's Derrick White reportedly available for the right price, the Warriors might want to package Kuminga plus more assets to aim higher. White would be worth a max contract and would arguably make the Warriors a top-tier contender. They have up to 4 future first-round picks they could trade to make it happen. The argument for trading Kuminga and for White, many have argued the Warriors should have traded Kuminga earlier. While he's shown flashes, the fit has been awkward. Now, with his restricted free agency, the situation is pressing. While Kuminga could be retained, at least until December when he's fully trade eligible, allowing the Warriors to match his full salary in a trade. The question is, should they? A dream target mentioned is Jaren Jackson Jr., if he doesn't extend with Memphis. But that seems like a long shot. Miami has legitimate interest in Kuminga, and bringing back Andrew Wiggins in a deal with the Heat is an interesting thought. Wiggins excelled in the exact role Kuminga seems hesitant to embrace. But Derrick White? He's the one who could put them over the top. White is an incredible two-way player, perfect as a superstar supporting piece. Now that reports indicate the Celtics are open to offers for him and Jaylen Brown, due to their own roster shakeup, Tatum's injury, Holiday/Porzingis trades, the phones are ringing league-wide. The Warriors would face stiff competition. Desmond Bane, a comparable player, just fetched 2 rotation players and 4 first-round picks for Orlando. The Knicks paid 5 future picks for Mikal Bridges. Elite role players are incredibly valuable. The big question, how much would the Warriors give up? For those who want to maximize what's left of Curry's prime, a commitment shown by the Butler trade, the answer is a lot. But there's always the post-Curry future to consider, a potential deal framework. Celtics. Get Kuminga, maybe Moses Moody, and 2 to 3 first-round picks to start a cheaper retool around Tatum. Warriors. Secure their shot at a 5th title in the Curry era with a Curry-Butler-White-Green core. Will Mike Dunleavy Jr. make that aggressive push for White? Has he already? Time is ticking. Boston is fielding calls, and Kuminga is about to get offers. A deal is there to be made. Will the Warriors go all in? What do you think? Is Derrick White the answer? And what's a realistic package the Warriors would have to offer? Let us know. The Jonathan Kuminga situation continues to be one of the most intriguing storylines of this NBA offseason, and now, another team has reportedly emerged as a potential watcher: the Sacramento Kings. Kings monitoring Kuminga, but is it likely? According to Sam Amick of The Athletic, the Sacramento Kings have Jonathan Kuminga on their radar as the athletic forward approaches restricted free agency. Amick reported that the Kings will monitor his market. However, he also added a crucial caveat: it feels unlikely Kuminga winds up coming their way. This news comes alongside previous reports from Anthony Slater of The Athletic and Shams Charania from ESPN, as per previous articles, that the Miami Heat could make a run at signing the 22-year-old. Warriors' dilemma: retain or reevaluate. From the Golden State Warriors' perspective, assuming they don't sign him to an extension first, they have the right to match any offer sheet Kuminga signs with another team. Given that they have few other young, high-upside players to eventually help transition the franchise after the era of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler, re-signing him makes a lot of sense on paper. However, there are two major hurdles. Kuminga's price tag. He could command a significant contract that the Warriors might deem too expensive, especially given their luxury tax concerns. Kuminga's desires. He may not be keen on remaining in the Bay Area if his role doesn't expand significantly. Slater previously wrote that Kuminga has long dreamed of becoming a star wing capable of driving an offense and leading a team. Securing that kind of primary role on the current Warriors roster, with its win-now priorities centered around Curry, Butler, and Green, is difficult. This opens the door for teams like the Kings, the Heat, or others to potentially swoop in and acquire a promising talent who has averaged 15.8 points per game over the last 2 seasons. Why the Kings might be interested, even if it's a long shot. For a team like Sacramento, opportunities to acquire players with Kuminga's potential don't come around often. The franchise has historically struggled to attract marquee free agents. Furthermore, the Kings are in a state of flux and could use a new direction on the court. They finished with a 40-42 record last season, a campaign that saw them trade their 2022-23 All-Star De'Aaron Fox to the San Antonio Spurs. They also reportedly dismissed head coach Mike Brown and general manager Monty McNair. Amick reported that the Kings are open for business when it comes to discussing the various possibilities with their roster. The risk and reward of Kuminga. Any team pursuing Kuminga is taking on some risk. There's a possibility that he never fully reaches the star potential many see in him. A team could be paying him for an upside that never materializes. However, from the Kings' perspective, it's a situation worth exploring. They need to see what it would take to bring a talent like Kuminga to Sacramento, even if the odds seem long. He could be a foundational piece for their rebuild. So, while the Miami Heat rumors have been prominent, the Sacramento Kings are now another team to at least keep in the back of your mind as the Jonathan Kuminga free agency period approaches. It adds another layer of intrigue to where the athletic forward will be playing next season. What do you think? Could the Kings make a serious play for Kuminga? Or is Miami a more realistic destination if he leaves Golden State? Let us know your thoughts.